All right, so it's been a little while and everything that comes with that. This is definitely not going to be a tutorial. I'll definitely probably be more than a little rusty. I don't want to psych myself out beforehand, but it is what it is. Chicago's playing Boston. This is week 4. And last season, in this Eternal Six, as I call it, these teams had a really rough game where basically they ended up injuring a significant portion of the lineups of one another. For this game, because they already have some significant injuries, so Phil Esposito is not going to be suiting up for Boston for this one. Though he is eligible to come back, it would be not without a minus, given just the way that I weigh out injuries for it this season. Don Orey as well. He was only kind of half in Boston's lineup anyway, or semi-regularly, but he'll be out for the time being. So Ted Hampson slotted in on line 1 in between John Busick and Ken Hodge. And the new line, since Hampson is on line 1, is going to be Hull, that being Dennis Hull, who was drafted by Boston. Hull, Sanderson, and Hickey, that will be line 2 for Boston. Bobby Orr, luckily, because he did have an injury in the last game, he's good to go for this one. He rolled well. Pat Stapleton, not as fortunate. Stapleton, who was injured actually in that infamous, at least to me, game between Chicago and Boston in year 1, 1968 of the Eternal Six. Stapleton's not eligible to play in this one. He simply couldn't roll his way in. Adrosky could have come in, though, with a bit of a minus, but he's just going to be benched for this one, or scratched for this one, I should say. And instead of Adrosky, I actually have Dallas Smith in Chicago's lineup for the first time here for this Eternal Six. So anyway, without further ado, it's already been long enough, and I'm trying a bit of a different setup here. Hopefully, well, obviously, I hope that it goes well, but we get things going here right off, off the relative early going, where we get a 5-2. So for the face-off, that's going to be won by the right-wing visitor, or right-wing home, rather. And again, I may make some mistakes doing this. It's been a while since I've done this, but I'll have no less fun for it. So there's that. So Ken Hodge here, 24 seconds in. Hodge with a 4.85 is his roll, and a 4.85, that's going to be a shot right away, 24 in. So Hodge's initial shot here in the game, that's a 3-4. That's not quite, that would have sat flat anyway. It's going to be a 3-4-2. I don't want to do too many re-rolls. So anyway, Hodge, oh my goodness, how am I getting fluky rolls like this already? Anyway, Hodge, 3-5 for DeJordy. Wow. All right, you know what? I'm going to let that count. Even though I don't really need the red die for the, I mean, I guess had the goalie given up a rebound, that would have been. Anyway, it sat flat, die on top of die. So it's going to be 1-0 here for Ken Hodge. And sorry if that was a little lackluster. Some terrible dice rolls. I keep wanting not to use the tray for some reason. I don't know, but probably I should go back to the tray. I seem to have the best results with it. So I like the way that the dice show up on the mouse pad, but this will make it look a little bit more like Boston Garden. So maybe we'll do something like this. This first goal has benefited Boston. The time of the goal, it was pretty early, so 3-8. That's going to give us 14 seconds into the game. We'll go with that. And it's Ken Hodge assisted by 5-3 and 4-8. So Hodge assisted by, and again, it's been a little while. Busick and Hampson, actually, it's just going to be the top two. Orr's assist rating, not quite what it will eventually become. He had 43 assists in 67 games that season. Anyway, we'll leave on who we have on. Not the start that Chicago wants, obviously. And 3-4 here in the draw this time. So 3-4 will mean right defenseman home. So I've been in here with it for the Boston Bruins here. 48 seconds in, 3-9-2 for Ed Van Imp is going to be a play stoppage, actually, for 7 this time. And I try to go fast. So I might misread these from time to time. It isn't intentional. It'll be home left wing here, John Busick. It does make me cringe when I watch them afterwards, though. It's going to, or listen and watch, well, obviously watch them to see the die rolls, but I do a bit of both when I update stats. Anyway, it's going to be a 1-6 here, so a P5 for Busick to the 6. He'll be able to complete the pass. He's going to send it across to Hampson. Hampson will return it back to Busick here, and it's going to be a 1-9-2 for Busick, 1-9-2 for Busick in the 6. Checking here, that's that shot. Actually, the puck's going to be taken away from Busick, and 2 center. Stan Mikita here to the 2-minute mark. Chicago's first touch here, at least officially being rolled out, and it's an H9 there for Mikita. He's not at home, so that will simply go to right defenseman Ed Van Imp. And first line changed in a while, so we'll do a wholesale change here for both teams. At once Van Imp rolls here, 224. Van Imp with a 256. And that is it's not P2, that's a 4. That's turned over 6 left wing here. So Andre Lacroix, Van Imp will head off anyway. And Lacroix here, 248. It's a 5-12-4 for him. That is H5 not at home to 4 center. Derek Sanderson here, 312. Sanderson, 572. And let's see, pass bonus. They don't have it actually, so that will go to left wing here. Lacroix again here, 336. Lacroix here, 333. And that is going to be shot for Lacroix. Lacroix, 5-7, not a great shot to Cheevers. We go his first stop of the night, 4-4 for Cheevers. That will be sent to Boston, left wing here, Dennis Holland. That's going to be a 4-7-3-4 haul. And again, no pass bonus, so that's not enough of it anyway. That will go to LaRose, with Hall there being the puck holder. So we'll simply go 1-2-3, 1-2-3, waltz it in the early going. And so once LaRose rolls here, 424, that's a 4-5-4 for LaRose. And 4-5, that's going to be the game's first penalty. So LaRose here. Goodness. Anyway, that's whatever. 6-6. That is just going to be LaRose on his lonesome. And it's not delayed. I guess I should roll. It would have been delayed there. 1-5. Oh, 1-5. I should have rolled all 4. 1-5. So LaRose actually has been assessed 2-10 here. Wow. So a minor plus a misconduct there for Claude LaRose. Apparently he took his exception to something. So 424. Anyway, we'll go with the 2-minute minor now for LaRose. So Chicago to the, Boston rather, to the power play. They can get the 7-8-9 Sans Esposito and Hampson instead out there. And Orr as well just took to the ice. So I think Orr, and then probably this will be an opportunity to roll on Pie McKenzie's card. Pie McKenzie from the point. Jean-Guy Gendron as well. Has he suited up for Boston yet? The answer is no. This is his first game actually, so he'll see occasional time. And John McKenzie, though, I think he'll man the point here alongside Orr. And for Chicago, I guess, it's the ideal time anyway to put on Craig Berenson, Nestorenko. I will exclude, can't grab that marker, Nestorenko. And I guess Plager and Picard are good to go still. So anyway, off the face-off with a 6-4 here. That is Visitor, AA. That will, Visitor, 6-4. Yeah, no, left wing. So Skip Craik acting left wing here, 448. It's 682 for Skip Craik, which is, that will be intercepted actually. So to right wing here, Ken Hodge, 512. And Hodge here, 483. And that's going to be shot in the power play for Hodge. Hodge with a 5-6. Hodge already with a goal in this game. But to DeJordy, we look here with a 5-7 and face off. Okay, so 1-8. That is 1-8 in the face off is left defenseman power play. So Bobby Orr here, 536, and 536 for Orr is 6. Let's see here, 6-12. And no stars, so it's going to be shot on goal for Orr. 6-8, though he fans on it. To DeJordy, we go here 1-3-1. Orr could have used maybe something a little more like that. That will go back to, that's not vacant. So to Hampson here at the 6-minute mark. Hampson with a 2-5-4. And that is going to be shot at home, which he is being in the power play and all. 6-9-1 in the shot. It's a 3-6-2 for DeJordy. That's a rebound given up, so that's going to go to right wing here, Ken Hodge. And Hodge here with the 3-6, though, clearing effort here with a shorthanded squad here, clearing in an 8 and a 3-6. And it's going to be in any event. So it's the penalty kill left defenseman there, Bob Plager. Final 24 seconds here of the man advantage, though LaRose will not be eligible to return. So I'll just have to try to make a mental note to roll in Pronovo's guard or something like that. Anyway, it's going to be a 6-2 here for Plager, and that's going to be shot with a possible rebound actually here. So some momentum from having killed. 4-7 in the initial, the Red 1, that will bounce back to Picard. They need to head off the ice though. Card here, 4-7 on the clearing effort rather by Oren Van Imp, and they also need to head off, I'm aware. It's going to be cleared actually, so to 6, I guess, since we're back to even strength, we'll just give it to Hampson, who also needs to head off. We'll switch the defense first, try to keep it simple here. It's not my strength. Again, Pronovo, maybe these two will step on now, and I'll just try to remember to roll in Pronovo's card instead of LaRose's. And so the 648 Ted Hampson here with the 6-5-3 for his sake is going to be a P4. P4, yeah, they can't take that away. So he's going to hand it to oncoming left wing here, Dennis Hall, here at Boston Garden with 7-12. Boston, having lost two in a row here for just the second time. 1-5 here for Dennis Hull, and that's going to be a shot if home, which he is. That's a 6-3 in the shot. It's not going to be blocked. To DeJordy, we look here 2-5-1, and that's going to go to Chicago right wing here. The aforementioned John Pronovo here at 736. Pronovo here the 5-10, and P3 looking here Boston. That's right to passing versus. Oh shoot. Maybe that pass. Anyway, it's a little too late now, but I caught it this time though, so it's going to go to right wing Bill Hickey. I don't think that would have affected the score either way. An error so serious, but I saw it just a little too late. It's going to be Hickey here, the P2, and so this time again, he with the intimidation, he won't be able to. I was like checking before or something, so he won't be able to complete the pass. That instead is going to go to Dale Rolfe anyway. So 8 minutes in now. And we'll just, again, change everyone out save for Rolfe, who will exit momentarily. Let's get Chicago's top line back out there needing a goal. And so Rolfe here, 824. That is a 5-8-1 for him, and that will go. Actually, it'll be ice, so he'll head off. I don't really care about that. I'm just going to change everybody out, keep them fresh. And so Chicago's first and Boston's third. It's a 2-5 here in the draw. That is right defenseman home. So Mikita losing the faceoff here. It's 8:48, 3:10-6 for Van Imp. And that is going to be a possible injury. Our first one. I was wondering how far in we would get with something like that. So anyway, a house rule that I thought of, and I'm going to adhere to it here, is if this red die is reading too high, then I'm just going to use this as the fourth die. How do I say that? I'm going to use this in place of the blue die and try to save some follow-up rolls. And so Van Imp is going to be fine. He's not going to be injured. Anyway, so I'll even leave him on the ice. Sure. Okay, so it's going to be a 2-2-2 and face off this time, right? This time, no, Mikita actually won't cancel. That will go to Westfall here, 9-12. Westfall 3-2 is his roll, and that is D7 for Westfall, checking. That'll be a shot on goal for Westfall with a 1-10-2. To DeJordy, we look here, 2-7-5. DeJordy has surrendered another goal, and here's where I was going to say something, some little soundbite before the game about how DeJordy, even though Chicago lost to Montreal in week 3, DeJordy, what was it? Maniago let in 3 goals and 8 shots. DeJordy came in and stopped something like 26 of 27. He was credited with the loss because the final score was 4-3. That happens sometimes in real life as well. It was unjust, and so I thought Chicago on the road would give DeJordy the start this time. But DeJordy here has let in 2. So Westfall, and I'm not actually keeping track of the number of shots right now. I'll do that after the game. Play it back and listen and or watch it. But time of the goal here with the 2:10 Westfall, 2:10, the exact time is 5 plus 8:48, so 8:53, and 4-4 tells us a pair of assists and 3:11. So Westfall from Van Imp, who had a ton of assists in 68, and Charlie Burns. Westfall from Van Imp and Burns, time of the goal 8:53. And Chicago needs a goal, so nothing has changed there. We'll let them complete the victory lap. 3-8-3 here in the draw is right defenseman home this time. So Mikita as well lost several draws there in a row, at least a few of them. It's going to be a 5-8-4 for Ed Van Imp and 5. So that doesn't get through. That'll be taken away by the defense. Go to Noel Picard here at the 10-minute mark with a 1-7-6 for Picard. And 1-7-6 here for Picard is going to be shot with a possible rebound. The initial shot here with the 2-11. Is it going to be blocked? No, it's going to be screened, actually, but it's still not in range. So we're going to give it back to Bob Plager here, but Boston will be able to clear. That's going to go to 4 left defenseman Bobby Orr. Something feels at least slightly wrong about how I did that. I think it's right. Double check later. Anyway, Bobby Orr here with it at the 10-minute mark. So, again, I'm just trying to go fast. Enough. Let's let Berenson take to the ice here with Skip Craik and Eric Nesterenko. And Boston, I think, will counter with, I guess, probably the Hampson 8-9. Or, yeah, that's right. Bobby Orr here, 10-24, though, with 3-8-1 as his roll. I feel like there have been a lot of 3-8s shot on goal at home, though, for Orr's sake. And that's going to be a 4-2. I'm not going to worry about that. Just knock it down. So it's going to be a 2-10-3 here for DeJordy. And that will go to the aforementioned Hampson. And Ted Green and Bob Baum will take to the ice here, 10-48. And that's a 4-5-6 here for Ted Hampson, kind of a flush there of a roll. And the P2, he'll be knocked off the puck, though. That goes ultimately to Skip Craik here at 11-12. And Craik here, 2-7-6 is his roll. And that is, they don't have a pass bonus of 6, I don't think. The puck goes to Ted Green here at 11:36. That is a 1-4-4 for Ted Green. D7, that'll be a shot for Ted Green. 5-9 on the shot, no good. And 5-6-4 DeJordy Sake staying in there. DeJordy's going to hold on to it this time. Whoops, that was the 3 initially before I got all fumbly fingered. It's going to be a 3-10. That is left wing here, so that will go to, home. That's right, Busick is at home, not Skip Craik. It's going to be a 1-6-1 here for John Busick and the P5. That will actually penetrate, though, so Busick will hand it back to Bob Bond in this case. So I'm setting the dice down and not rolling them because I realize now 12 minutes already. Let's go to the second line here. Let's go seconds out, actually, for both teams, save for LaRose. Let's go with Angotti instead this time. Pronovo didn't really seem to do much, as I recall. So Bond going to roll us here to 12-24, and that's a 3-5-6 for Bond's sake, which is going to be a play stoppage anyway, face off in the neutral zone. So puck up and out of play somewhere. Anyway, so face-off here, it's going to be a 2-11-5. That is left defenseman here. This will be won by the visitor, though. Cancel by Sanderson, so cancel what I just said. It's going to be a 12-48 here with 2-9-6 and Bobby Orr here. Oh, shoot, Bobby Orr. Oh, wait, this is a red 6. That's right, unless this is like a red 1, 2, or 3. I'm not going to... Yeah, 2 intimidation points here. So unless that was a red 1 or a 2... Yeah, I'm not going to re-roll. So Bobby Orr is fine. Too many injuries already in this. So it's going to be a 6-12 here in the follow-up draw. This time visitor left wing. No exception. Andre Lacroix, rather. 4-4 here for Lacroix. 4-4-1 to be exact. D5. No, that doesn't get through. Taken away by the Boston defense. Handed to Van Impe here. 13-36. Van Impe 1-11-5. And H2, that'll be punted 6-5. Left wing here, Andre Lacroix, 14 minutes, 1-10-4 for Lacroix. Is a P2, that's not going to get through the Boston blue line. So 4 center, Derek Sanderson. We're going to switch him out again here. And LaRose is almost, but not quite eligible to come back in. Sanderson here to 14-24. And it's going to be a 2-7-2 there for Derek Sanderson. That's going to be a shot with a possible rebound. Shot with a possible rebound here for Sanderson. And... 3-5 on the initial shot, so the 5 that's going to bounce back to Bob Bond, and the clearing effort. Hopefully I didn't forget a clear attempt earlier. Anyway, this is definitely cleared. It's going to go to center. Let's throw Mikita back out there, actually. Let's get it to Stan Mikita, and for Boston, I think they're going to counter with their third line, even if it was a short shift for the second. Oh, well, they don't have to all be the same length. It's going to be a 2-8-6 here for Stan Mikita. And that is D6. That will be a shot on goal for Mikita with a 6-5. Mikita doesn't get a good shot off. 5-12-3 for Jerry Cheevers. And Dale Rolfe, actually, Chicago holds the zone here, 15-12. And that's going to be a 1-8-6 there for Rolfe. 1-8-6 and a 6. No, that's not going to get anywhere near through Boston. So 15-36, Charlie Burns, 5-5-5. And that is, that's not a pass automatically, but it is going to be a shot. Burns here with a 6-12. The awfulest shot of the contest thus far. It's a 4-8-1 here in DeJordy's card. DeJordy happy for it, but he'll hold on anyway. So let's do a bit of an early change here. Let's get that second line out there now. Maybe Chicago will counter with their third. And we'll switch out the blue line as well here for the time being. So, and again, I don't really care about face-off being in Chicago's end for that sake. It's going to be a 6-4 here, 6-4 left wing. Skip Craik with it here at the 16-minute mark. It's going to be a 2-8-1 here for Craik. And that will actually not get through. He's not on the power play. That goes to Van Impe. And Van Impe, that's right, I have to remember as well. Not the quick change here, but the 16-24 Van Impe here with the 2-6. And that is P2. Doesn't penetrate through. That will go to right defenseman there, Noel Picard. So 24, I think it was that already. 16-48. Hopefully I'm not screwing Chicago too much. One could argue I did last game. Anyway, it's going to be a 4-7-4 there for Noel Picard. And the PF1 intercepted shot and goal back the other way. 4-4. Derek Sanderson. Sanderson here with a 4-9-3. That's not a great shot. DeJordy looking right at it. Saw it the whole way. To the Chicago left wing here, Skip Craik, who will try to usher it out here at 17-12. I have this up too high and too far. So at 17-12 here, Skip Craik again. And, Craik's roll here, and it was at 17-12. So anyway, 6-3-5 for Craik. That'll do for me. And the P2, that's not going to work. That will go to left wing here. Dennis Hall here, 17-36, 3-9-5 here for Dennis Hall. And that's going to be another penalty. Yes. No, that's right. Yeah, and 6-12. So it's just going to be Hall and his lonesome. I will try for the 1-1-2. Nope. So Hall is just going on his lonesome to the box. Chicago here with their second power play chance. And you know what? Maybe for that matter, let's actually try, let's see, 8-13. Yes, and 13. That's right. So 26 power play goals between them. We'll do this. And Marat only has the one. They don't have any power play goals here. Dallas Smith doesn't have one either. Still, I think what I'll do here for the point, I'm going to go with Smith and Pronovo will man the point here for the Chicago power play. And at 17:36 here. So, okay, we're going to get a 1-9 in the draw. That's right, defenseman home. So, Van Imp, sure, it's a kill. I'll let them take an extra shift. Hull is in the box. Let's exclude Johnson and go with Burns and Westfall again here. 18 minutes. It's going to be a 4-5-3 here for Van Imp. And 4-5-3, that's going to be play stoppage, which I'm pretty sure, again, it's been a little while. I get sketch on this stuff fast, not getting any younger, but that's a play stoppage any old time. Face off in the neutral zone. It's a 6-6-1 here. And with the 6-6-1, that is right wing power play. That's going to the aforementioned Claude LaRose here at 18:24 here. Final 2 minutes play of the frame. It's going to be a 5-9-2 here for LaRose. Don't do anything stupid. D7, oh my goodness, D7. And yeah, that doesn't... for the bonus of +1, I'm pretty sure that for the D, it doesn't... I don't think so. I'm going to give the puck... Sorry about this, but actually it's vacant position anyway, so LaRose will hold on to it at least. Anyway, it's going to be a 2-10-5 here for LaRose. And if you pay enough attention, you can correct me if I'm wrong about what I just did there, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not. It's going to be a 10 here. That'll be a shot in the power play for LaRose. Anyway, 4-12, not a great one. To Cheevers, we look here, that's going to be a 4-7. And Cheevers with a 4-7, is he holding on to it? The answer is yes. So we get a 4-4 here in the face-off with left wing here. Visitor, no, cancel. Right, left wing. Burns here, 19-12, trying to kill some time. Last minute of play, the first 2-9 here for Burns. And is he okay? 3 checking here. Only one opponent intimidation point, so Burns will be fine, but there will be a face-off. So it's going to be a 4-10. Again, that felt like it might have been right. 4-10, that is, I'm just going to give it to Walton. Center, and because the center would be vacant there. So Walton to 19:36 here, last gasp for the power play. It's going to be 6-11-5. And that is... Well, actually, no, wait, that won't elapse any time. So Walton will send it back to Pronovo, and Pronovo is going to roll here with a 4-5-5, and that's going to be 8. Oh, you're going to make me do math. 7 and 15, but then you've got 2 stars, and wait, 8 and then 9, 7, 15, and 2 stars is 9. And yeah, Pronovo will shoot. Pronovo with a 1-7 with a 1-7. Pronovo with a 1-7 from the blue line. And 6-4 here in Jerry Cheevers. 6-4, that's a goal. So makes me wonder if... so Pronovo here, I'm going to say that's a power play goal there for Jean Pronovo. He'll have to see a little more ice time as a result, as a reward here for Chicago in this game. That's a 1-6. And left wing, I'm looking at the wrong damn table. So just the 1 assist on it all, despite being a power play of 1-5. 3, the second highest is Mike Walton. So Pronovo, Walton picking up another point here and replacing the other Mike Lawton. And 24 seconds to go. So let's just leave on who we have on here. 2-7 on the face-off. That will be left wing here. Home, Bobby Orr, who's probably been out there forever, but he's Bobby Orr. It's going to be a 6-6-2 here for Orr's sake. Shot on goal if home. The period's not over yet. 6-4. There could even be a rebound. It's a 2-3. No. Orr gets it again, but he's out of time. So after 1 period of play, the score here is 2-1. Pronovo on the power play. I never got the exact time of the goal, so let's do that actually after the fact. It's going to be a 4-4. And 2 seconds, so I'm just going to subtract 2 from 1936. That feels more like it. So 1934, John Pronovo makes this a 1-goal game. Again, of course, Boston made it a 1-0 game just 14 seconds in, courtesy of Ken Hodge. Luckily, there were no injuries in those opening 20 minutes, even if it's not without a little modification that I had made earlier in the season. And so Pronovo, Luann Gotti, and Dallas Smith now just... leave the Rose, I guess, out there. Pronovo scoring from the point in the power play, so maybe he'll have to see some time at full strength also. Anyway, starting the second period here, I like everyone who I have on. Actually, no, let's start with Mikita Warren. We'll go best and best here. 2:12 in the opening face-off here to commence period 2, and it's going to be right wing here, so Mikita should cancel that. He does. 24 seconds in for Ken Warren here with a 1-7. Pass bonus to 3 sought and not met. That goes to left wing for Boston instead. Then 48 seconds, 176 for Busick. And same thing, pass bonus here denied. So Bobby Hull here at a minute 12. And it's a 6.96 here for Bobby Hull. And Hull with a shot automatically with a 2.74. And that's exactly what he needs. Do we have a tie game here? We look, it's going to be a 5-5. And Jerry Cheevers makes a huge save there on Bobby Hull, and it goes to Ted Hampson. So to the 2-minute mark here with a 6-1 here for Hampson. And that's going to be a shot back the other way for Hampson. Hampson with a 4-5. That shot not nearly as deadly. It will go to 4-5-2. That's going to be a face-off anyway, conveniently allowing a line change with greater ease here. So we'll go seconds out here for the second shifter for minutes, second set of 2 minutes here, minutes 2 through 4. And face off in Chicago's end, 5-11 is the roll in that draw. Center, visitor, 224, Mike Walton here, 5-8-6. And 5-8-6 not at home to 6 instead. Right wing Hickey, 248. And that's 6-8-2 for Hickey. Hickey with a 6-8-2 shot and goal automatically. Hickey being home, 4-8 not in range. And 3-8-4 for Denny DeJordy, which is going to be another face-off. So taking no chances here with this being a 1-goal game. And not for Cheevers with that big stop on Bobby Hull. Anyway, it's 4. That's a different roll, right? 4-7 to the face-off. I hope so. It's going to be Dennis Hull here at 3-12. It's a 2-10 here for Dennis Hull, and that's a 10. That's going to be another shot on goal with a 1-4. With a 1-4 for Dennis Hull. Over to Denny. From Dennis over to Denny. 1-9 is the follow-up response, and it's a 3-1 hockey game. Boston getting back to doing Boston things here. Chicago got off to, they're the only team 2-0 after 2 weeks, actually, I think, pretty sure. And so I took an intermission, some time away from this, but 2-0 to start the season. They're now down by 2 in the game. So Dennis Hull, let's see here, 4-7. 6. Let's go 254 then for Hull. Time of the goal in 2-7. Just the one assist again here, 5-6. 3. So that is Sanderson. Hull from Sanderson. Leave them on Chicago. You know what? It's been 3 sequences. Let's try this. Let's try to get another sneaky goal there for Hull. And I'll leave everybody else on until the 4-minute mark. It's going to be a 4-9 here off the face-off. So let's see if Mikita can win the draw. He does. Gets to Gilles Marat here at 3:36. And it's going to be a 6-7 here for Gilles Marat. 6-7, that'll be a shot with a possible rebound. The initial shot, I don't think it's the point. It's the red 6. I got to re-roll it. It's another red 6. That'll go back to Stan Mikita. And they can't clear with that high roll of a 6-12. So Mikita, we shake and go. It's a 4-5. And Cheevers not looking the least bit shaky. Another huge save there. He stones Mikita. That will even go to former Chicago Blackhawk Dennis Hull. And it's going to be a 3-5 here for Dennis Hull. Dennis Hull, the 14. The shot back the other way in a 1-2. Are you kidding me? DeJordy here with a 6-4, and DeJordy has surrendered another. Dennis Hull here with 2 goals. The other one was at 254. Dennis Hull, who's actually normally not even in the Boston's top 9. They're so damn strong. If not for some injury, he wouldn't be in the top 9, but he's just scored twice here. So 2-9. This one, the time of the goal, that is 9 seconds, so at 3:45, so twice in 51 seconds, and it's a 2-10 here. That is 2 assists on the goal this time, and 4-10 tells us from Ted Green and from Ted Green and Sanderson again. So for Hull this time from Green and Sanderson, and we've got a 4-1 hockey game. I think it's night-night for Denny DeJordy. Perhaps this should have come a goal ago, but definitely when you let in 2 within a minute. So I'll try to make a mental note out loud here that about 24 minutes is all the game time. You know, maybe just a little under that Denny DeJordy got. Here's what I'm trying to say. Let's just do a complete change. Plager and Picard will step back on. Or and Van Imp will step back on. Boston now, I think they can just cruise a little bit. Let's get Johnson, Burns, and Westfall out there. And for Chicago, let's go with Berenson, Craik, and Nestorenko as well. Try to settle things down. So the face-off in the 4-10, it's this time 4-10 goes to center visitor. Center visitor, yeah, can't they would cancel one another out. So it's going to be a 1-2-2 here for Red Berenson, and that'll be a pass automatically. That sails back to Plager here at 448 with a 2-9-3, and 4 Plager turned over to 3 center here. Charlie Burns here to 512, and Burns here, that is a 3-7-6 for him, and no pass bonus because Burns being the puck holder as well. So to center here, fellow centerman Red Berenson here, 536, 461 for Berenson, and show the possible rebound for Berenson. 3, red 3 bounces back to center Berenson. They're going to be able to clear that, though. Another red 3. So to center Charlie Burns here, the 6-minute mark. It's a 3-6-2. And for Burns here, the 3-6-2. That's back the other way. A shot with a possible rebound, but 5-7 and another dang red 3. So it goes to Burns here off Gamble as well. Gamble being tested heavily and early. 3-9 here. They're clearing in an 8th, though. They're going to be able to do it. So it's going to be a 5 left defenseman there, Bob Plager. And awaiting the change, Boston will head off tired, and Chicago will as well. Let's get Chicago's second line out there this time. And Boston, let's go back to the Hampson 8-9, and 624 here for Bob Plager. So Plager here, 624. It's a 1-6-3 for him, and that's going to be a penalty. Chicago's first, I think. Let's see if he's the only one. Yeah, sorry, delayed, so I should have dropped the red. I did it now. That's going to be delayed and go to green here. And 648 here, Green 1-7 is his roll. Shot with a possible rebound. Green, the initial one. We get to re-roll that red. So the 2 back to the aforementioned Green. But can they clear here? 4-7, the clearing effort. This could actually be close. 8 and 4-7, 12. But that's knocked down to a 6 with the 4-7. No, so Green will follow up again here. But a 6-11. It's not blocked. But Gamble here with a 2-10 just as a formality here. It's going to be touched. It doesn't really matter, though. It's we're going to blow this dead. And Plager's going to go to the box. So I'm just going to simply flip. And you know what? Let's actually have Hull and Mikita out there in the kill. I think, again, what if this were real? They're down by 3. So, and for Boston, we'll leave on who we have on, at least for the time being. Ted Green at command the point with John McKenzie. So we get a face-off here. We have 3-7-1 in the face-off. That is left wing here home. So Busick here, 7-12. Whoops. Should probably do something like this, though. So 7-12 here, it's going to be a 5-7. And 5-7 for Busick. His players at the tail end of his shift there. 5-7 for Busick. The at the pass symbol, they don't have it. I'm pretty sure that's right. It needs to exceed it even in the power play. So right wing here, Mikita trying to kill some time or even get a shorty. It's going to be a 2-8 here for Stan Mikita. The 2-8 for Mikita. And the D6, that'll actually be a shot. Shorthanded shot, and it's an awful one at that, though. Cheevers here, we get a 2-6. And Cheevers will get it to his center, Ted Hampson, here at the 8-minute mark. And 2-6-3 Hampson here with the man advantage. And that's just a 6, 5-11, and 1 star. I don't think so. No. That's going to be Hampson because that 6 is actually 7. So Hampson here with 3-9, the man advantage. He's got a good power play rating, but he could have used that 1-8 gamble. But the puck will go back to Busick here, 8-24. Busick here, 5-6. And Busick's 5-6 shot at home, and he is. Busick here, 3-11. That's not blocked, but it's also not in range. Whatever, that's a 4-5. So that will be, that's actually going to go to Dale Rolfe here. So at 8:48, Dale Rolfe, and that is a 6-9-4 and 3. So that'll be turned over also. So center here, Ted Hampson. Let's change out what we can, who we can, and I guess we'll put this line out here. And so Hampson here to 9-12, and that is a 5-5-5 for Hampson. I feel like he had that exact same role before. And the D8, it's going to be a shot on goal for Hampson with a 2-4. Hampson with a 2-4. Gamble's first big test. Gamble, the MVP in 68, demonstrating why. Off the bench and making a huge save on Ted Hampson. Up to 9:36 goes Mike Walton here, 4-6-6. And that is going to be an automatic shot back the other way off the momentum of that great save by Gamble. Walton does not get a great shot off. 2-5 here for Jerry Cheevers. That goes to Ken Hodge here, the 10-minute mark. Midway through the game here now at the halfway point or mark of the game. It's 2-8-1 there for Ken Hodge. And that'll be a shot on goal. If home, lots of shots in the 1-6. The 1-6. Gamble again this time. 5-10 is his follow-up response, and Ken Hodge has done it. We got 2 goals from Ken Hodge. Now we have 2 goals from Dennis Hull. Ken Hodge, scoring title winner in 68 with 15 points in 10 games. Just a short and regular season campaign. And he's got a couple of goals here. And so the time of the goal here, let's see, it's a 5-5. That will equate to 13, so 9:49. And 1-7, just the 1 assist again. Had that roll before. 2-3, So 1-7 and 2-3. So it's actually going to be Hodge from low. Van Imp, the beneficiary of that again. So Hodge from Van Imp. And I don't know, what do you do if you're Chicago? You take a timeout, you go home, what do you do? Again, Cheever's denied Hall. That could have tied the game up right then and there. Instead, suddenly it's 5-1. So for Boston at the half. So yeah, I'm at a loss. I think I'll do this, and this, even if they just got out there. Oh, short-term memory. And we'll roll and play. So it's a 6-10 here in the draw. That is right defenseman. Yes, roll for your 10-24. So 3-7-1 now. Watch Chicago look to injure. I shouldn't say that out loud. PF2 interception, shot on goal for Jim Johnson. Johnson here, 5-11, not blocked. So 3-1-10 here. Bruce Gamble. Chicago center, Mikita carries it away. It's a 4-9 here, 6 for Sam Mikita. And that's going to be a penalty, actually. I can see that. So Mikita here. And not delayed, 4-5. 4-5. Even 5. No, just Mikita. No misconduct. So just Mikita headed to the box for a pair. You know what? Let's let Hall and Warren try to kill. Keep it simple here, 12:48. For Boston, they're probably not going to leave this line on. Let's go to the new and we'll get Bobby Orr out there. And maybe Jean-Guy Gendron this time instead of John McKenzie. Leave on who we have on for Chicago. Keep it simple and fast. And this game's kind of done anyway, it feels like. I'll still try for Chicago. Anyway, it's going to be a 3-7, and Boston. It's going to be a 3-7 here. So left wing there, Dennis Hall. He's looking for the hat trick. Who will get the hat trick first, Hall or Hodge? It's a 3-7-1 here for Dennis Hall, and that will be a shot with a possible rebound. Looking pretty good for him with a 2-8-5 on the power play. 2-8-2 is what he needs, though. So, but that was a shot with a possible rebound, right? I'm pretty sure. If not, then I've screwed it up. So the red 5, we look, that's going to go back to Hall. They try to scramble and clear the foot. They don't do it. So Dennis Hall here will follow up, but he doesn't get as much on the second. 1-8 is what he could have used. That will actually go to Hall still, though. They're going to hold the zone. It's going to be a 6-8 here, 5. For Boston, and Hall the shot automatically 5-5-6. No. 1-9 this time for Gamble, though, and Gamble will elect to hold on, understandably so. Right wing here, this time winning the face-off, is going to be visitor right wing, though, here warm to the 12-minute mark. It's going to be a 3-3-3 for Ken Warham. And the 8 here shorthanded, and I got to remember, too, it would just be Orr and Gendron. So let's give Warham a shot. 6-11, that's an awful shot. It's going to be blocked at that, and it's going to go to Derek Sanderson here to 24, and that is a 2-7 here. Meanwhile, let's try to switch out some people. That's right, Makita had the penalty. Okay, so Sanderson here, 2-7, right? That's a fresh roll. I think shot with a possible rebound for Sanderson anyway. 6, so re-rolling that 6, it re-rolls to a 6. So back to Sanderson, a lot of repetitive sequences here. That'll happen from time to time. That's going to go to a Claw of the Rose here to 12:48, and that's going to be a 1-6-2 this time for the Rose, P5, and he'll complete the pass. Actually, he's going to send it across to Walton. And let's go to Boston's third line now. It's going to be a 6-10-5 this time for Walton. And 13, that's going to be a shot for Walton with a 2-11, though. Not blocked, but not blocked. So Cheevers here, 1-8. Left wing here, Andre Lacroix. And at 13-12, here we go. That's going to be a 2-8-3 for Lacroix, which is turned over to left defenseman Ted Green, 13-36 here, 6-5-2. And P5, pass completed up to Johnson. 14 minutes here, whatever. That's, say, 4-6 here for Johnson. That's probably a penalty. Nope, it's going to be a shot and goal for Johnson here, 3-6. And that's going to be a 2-4-1 here for Gamble, which is left wing here to Johnson. So Johnson will hold while we change. Let's, I might have to move Berenson to another line, but for the time being here, Johnson here, 24. So it's, yes, so it's going to be a 6-9 here for Johnson, and that is going to be a pass completed automatically. So to oncoming right wing, let's give it to Ken Hodge. And Hodge here, 14:48, 3-7-3 is, What am I even looking at? Oh boy. All right, no, that's gonna two right wing Eric Nestorenko here, 15-12, 3-6-5 for Nestorenko. And is he okay? Yes, he is. Yes, well, yes, nope, that's right. 4-5-6. It doesn't yeah, it doesn't matter. So Nestorenko is gonna be fine. We'll have face off Chicago's end, it's gonna be 6-10. And that is right defenseman. I would have so many injuries otherwise. Okay, so as long as I don't have too few with the modification, it's going to be 6-9-6 here for Rolf, and that won't get through. That goes to ultimately Ted Hampson here, 16 minutes. And hopefully I didn't actually replay the same 2 minutes twice. I worry sometimes that I'll do that. It's going to be a 2-10 here for Hampson D3. That's obviously not going to penetrate even the Chicago D, so to skip Craig we go. And let's let Craig roll, and we'll get Boston's third line back out there. Craig here, so 16-24, I hope. It's going to be a 6-8-4 here for Craig, which is just powerfully turned over, not on it. So here, Burns. Let's go back to this line here. And Burns here to try to counteract him. It's that was a 4-5-3 there for Burns. P1, no, that doesn't get through. That will go 2. Right defenseman there, no. Picard here, 17-12. Picard here, 5-5-6. And 5-5-6 for Picard. He's not at home. So puck goes to Charlie Burns here, 17-36. 4-5-4 for Charlie Burns is P1. So a lot of, as I've said before, stalemate play here. But Stan Mikita here at the 18-minute mark with a 6-8-3. For Mikita, that's a shot automatically. 3-4, not quite in range. Decent shot, but Cheevers saw it. It's a 4-10 here for Cheevers. And right defenseman there, so Bob Bond. You know what, actually, that's... No, yeah, right defenseman Bob Bond. Story plays the left side, so whatever. I'm not going to bother with that. Let's go to, I guess to close out this period, we'll go back to Hampson 8-9. Bond again is the puck holder. And Chicago's second line, because why not? I mean, nothing else is really working. I'll roll on Angotti instead of LaRose. Just change it up a little bit here. So should it go to the right wing? Anyway, 18-24, and that's going to be a 5-6-2 there for Bob Bond, which is a P4, which will pass. The pass will get through. Let's say to Van Imp, because right defenseman 1848 here. Van Imp, it's 5-8-6. And 5, that should be turned over, shouldn't it? No, that's going to be a shot. Van Imp here's already got a couple of assists there, and a decent shot at that, but Gamble saw it. Gamble's going to hold on to it too. So face off, it's 2-8-3, and that is center here. Visitor Mike Walton, 19-12, last minute of play of the second. 6-3 for Walton, and the 6. Nope, that will be, Walton will be knocked off, and Boston will come away with it here. 1936, Bobby Orr here with a 4-12. 4, and for Orr, that is 7 home. That'll be a shot on goal for Bobby Orr. 3-8-6 is no. So 2-8 here is going to center Ted Hampson to the 20-minute mark. Hampson 6-12-2. And D6, that's going to be a shot here at the tail end, but 6-7, not great. Gamble, let's see if a rebound is given up. The answer is no. Walton with the touch, and it's dead after 40. And so the score after 40 is 5-1. What do you do if you're Chicago? I don't know if I should try and mix and match the lines or not. I mean, Pronovo did have their only goal, so for that reason alone, I feel like he should come in. You know what? He should come in the place of Nestorenko, actually, I guess. If I'm going to put him in there in the place of anybody, it'd be Nestorenko. And we'll see how that works. Kind of try to maybe turn this into a bit of a scoring line. Berenson, I mean, that season, Berenson had 35 goals. And Berenson has scored some key ones for Chicago. In fact, to speak of them, let's actually let Berenson start the third period. Take the opening face-off. And Boston, I don't know if it ain't broke. So period 3 here to start things off. 4-4 we get on the draw. That is visitor orange showing. Berenson wins it to skip Craig here. 24 seconds in. Craig here with a 1-5-4. And that is he okay? 4. Yes, he is. Yeah, he'll be fine. It's just going to be a face-off. 2-6 we get on the draw. That is to right wing here. Home, Ken Hodge, 48. And that is 4-8-3 for Ken Hodge. As I proceed to lose my voice. Hodge for the hat-trick bid, and that is a 2-7, definitely in range. To Gamble, we go here with a 5-6. And Gamble with a... he says, not on me. Not so fast. So Gamble has robbed Ken Hodge here of a hat-trick. At least on that bid for it. So 6-11 here. It's going to go to right defenseman there. Dale Rolf here at a minute 12. Should try to roll Dallas Smith in here at some point, I think. And got this showing facing the wrong way. So what is that? A 6-6 and Goodness, I just completely lost my place. It was Roll for the 6-6, I think. Anyway, 7. So that will go to Boston's defense ultimately. So 4 center here. The defense handed to Hampson, minute 36. Whatever, that's a 4-12. Stupid little grooves. So if it's going to be 5, no, that doesn't penetrate through either. That will go to Dale Rolfe here at the 2-minute mark. So some back and forth here. 2-8 for Dale Rolfe is going to be a P3. That does actually get completed. We'll say to oncoming right wing. Let's, whatever, Ken Warham. And maybe Ngati in Warham's place at some point, though. Warham did have a really good range then, which meant that he didn't get to the net as often as well. 220 high shooting percentage. It's going to be a 264 here for Warham this time. The 7 looking, no. So that's, and again, this one here, I just always go -1. I realized that for the game rules, Warren would actually have a shot right now, but that's not how I play it. So it's going to go instead in the way I play it to Derek Sanderson here, 248. So it's going to be a 5-6-3 here for Derek Sanderson, which will be a shot automatically back the other way for Sanderson. 4-8, not going to be in range. 3-3 for Gamble. And that goes to left wing Dennis Hall. His hat-trick bid here, 3-7-4, is going to be shot with a possible rebound. 5-4. The 4 that will bounce back to Hickey. And they're able to clear it, though. So to 3 center here, Sam Mikita, 336 here, 5-7-1 for Mikita. And shot with a possible rebound back the other way. So 3-10-2. And the red 2, that will go to left defenseman. There's Jean Marat here. And 5-6, they don't clear. So Marat can follow up, but he's not really a goal scorer anyway, I guess. Anyway, 6-8, so Achievers will hold on. And you know what? Let's just change everyone out here at this point. In fact, you know what? We're going to say 4 minutes. I'm sure that I lagged it at some point. Let's go seconds for Chicago. Get their top defense unit out. It's really 1A, 1B, especially with Stapleton out. And I'm not changing them twice, I hope. This looks more right. Anyway. Face off, 2-9, and that's left wing. So, whoops, so it's visitor 424 here, 5-8 for Lacroix, which means 8, which means math, which means Lacroix shoots. Damn it. Anyway, 6-12, that's not going to be range anyway. So 6-3, we go here for Cheevers, right defenseman, Noel Picard. 48 here, Picard, it's a 1-9-3, and that is not on the power play, is Picard. So to Bobby Orr here, 5-12, we get a 2-10-2, and that is 8 shot for Orr. Or here, 2-10 on the follow-up shot, but Gamble will stop that. 1-4, Gamble will hold as well. 3-2 here in the face-off right wing here. Visitor, Claude LaRose, 536. LaRose, 4-12-6 is his roll. And the 9. LaRose here with a 2-11. Blocked, though, to 5. So, second goalie Van Imp there. It's going to be 6 minutes now. And 4-7-4 for Ken Hodge. And no pass bonus of 4. The puck goes to Bob Plager. And Boston will change. Let's get Boston's third line out there now. And Plager. Chicago just really uninspired play here. Let's go actually to this line as well. They've been doing this no worse than any. So 2-5-1 here for Bob Plager is 6. That won't get through Boston's D. Westfall, the puck holder. Let's go to Marat and Rolfe against, 6:48, third period. It's going to be a 6-8 here for Westfall. Right? Westfall shot at home. Westfall here, 3-8 on the shot. No good. 3-8-2. Sorry if that was a sloppy roll, but anyway, it's going to be held on to there by Gamble. It's going to be a 5-10 here, 5-10-6. And that off the face-off is right defenseman home. Actually, Bob Bond here, 7-12. And so 5-6-2 there for Bob Bond is P4. That should be completed. The pass will be sent up to Westfall, 736. Westfall here, the 1-4-1. And that's another shot for Westfall, 6-8. Horrible one. Fans on it. 3-7-1 for Gamble. And Gamble's coughed up a rebound, though, back to Bob Bond. And that's not going to be clear. So Bond, for what it's worth, will follow up with a 1-8-4, narrowly missing. Gamble was blinded, but somehow he managed to see it and get a piece of it. It's going to be a 4-5 here, and that will go to right defenseman Dale Rolfe. It's already a 4-goal game, but whatever. 1-5 here for Rolfe, and of course, is Rolfe okay? The answer is yes, but face off. And let's do some stuff. Let's go to this line, and we'll get the shout there as well. Let Hall try for the Hattie. It's going to be a 5-4-5 here. That is left defenseman. That is, that's right, Plager here. You know what? Let's roll in Smith's card. Before I look at Plager's card, I'm going to go 6-6 in Smith's card. No, I'm not. Chicago's already screwed. What's it on Plager's card? 6. I don't want to penalize Chicago at this point. That's a gift. Anyway. That's going to 2 right defenseman there. Van Imp here, 48, whatever. It's going to be a 3-3-2 here for Van Imp in the D4. No, that's 2 left defenseman. Plager again here. Plager this time. 9-12. Anyway, it's a 4-8-1 here for Bob Plager. And that's shot with a possible rebound. 3, however, it's not blocked either. So it's screened into 1 into the right defenseman, Noel Picard. And the 4-8. I'm just wondering if it's screened and then it goes back to you. Because the 1 screened, so it could only go to the 1 or the 2. Anyway, 4-8 here. Shouldn't lose sleep over it. It's 4-8. That is going to left wing here, Dennis Hall anyway. 9:36 if I've done it right, or even if I haven't. 2-5-4 here for Dennis Hall is a D7. That's going to be a shot. Try him for that hat trick. 3-8 he can't. It's about the only point of interest remaining in this uncompetitive contest. Right wing here, Bill Hickey to the 10-minute mark. That's a 4-4-4 for Hickey. And the P2, yeah, he'll be knocked off that. That will go to right wing Kenny Warham. You know what? Angotti. Watch him roll a penalty now. Let's roll for Angotti here to 10-24. In Chicago, we'll go to the second line. And Angotti here, what is that? A 5-7-5 for his sake. And that is shot with a possible rebound. Could do worse. 4 bouncing back to the aforementioned Angotti. And 5-7. That's an unsuccessful clear Angotti with a 3-10 on the follow-up here. 1-4 is what he needed, but that's what Cheevers got, and Cheevers holds on this time. So I guess for your Boston as well, you start going to Gendron and McKenzie more. So let's do that at this point. Let's go Hampson, Gendron, and McKenzie if I can remember to. And maybe Jim Dory in place of Bobby Orr, Dory and Van Imp. And anyway, try to balance things out here a little bit. So, all right, face off here to 1-6, 1-6 left wing. Busick here, 10-48. Still trying for that. Or no, wait, it's Hodge that's trying for that. Anyway, it's going to be a 5-7. They didn't credit the wrong. Anyway, 5-7 here for Busick is 3 pass bonus. They don't have it. Oh, yes, they do. I did it. I said Gendron, and then I called for Busick. Gendron, a shot on goal with a possible rebound here. We get a 3-5, and we re-roll the red. That is a 2. That goes back to Jim Dory. And 3-11 here. 3-11, clearing on an 8. They will be able, on a 7, but still they will be able to. So to 6. 2 left defensemen. Joe Murat here, 11-12. Murat here, 2-8-5. And 2-8-5, and that is going to be iced. 3-10-1 here, and the face-off is left wing, which Gendron again, 11:36 here. 3-8-2 for Gendron this time, and that is P1 taken away from him. 2 center Mike Walton here, 12 minutes. That is a 2-11-1 here for Walton, and the P4 for Walton. He'll be able to complete it, so he sends it to right wing Claude LaRose. LaRose here, 12:24, so we'll do a complete change now. And Boston will throw their third line out there, I think. And whatever, I'm going to roll. We'll roll the third line, I guess. Anyway, LaRose here, 3-8-6 for LaRose. Shot on goal automatically with a 2-9. That's going to be just a little out of his range, though. 3-5-1 here for Jerry Cheevers, and Cheevers will hold anyway, permitting me time to change and sort out a bit of confusion. Dory was just out there, so Green and Bond will take the ice here for Boston, 4-11. Visitor will have it here. Jean Pronovo here, 12:48 with a 4-11 again. 4-11-5 for Pronovo. That's going to be a play stoppage face-off in Chicago's end. 1-5 center. Berenson wins it to himself here, 13-12, 3-10-1. And that is 11. That's going to be a shot for Berenson here, 5-4. Not a great one. 1-12 here for Cheevers, right defenseman. Picard here holds the zone, 13-36, 2-5-1. And Picard, who's got at least one surprise goal, but he'll elect to pass this time. Skip Craik. The recipient, it's a 3-10. I feel like I'm getting a lot of 10s here in this game. 3-10 here for Craig, who will pass it automatically as well. He's going to play catch with Bob Plager and head off. Let's get Mikita Hall-Warren back on. And for Boston's sake, let's go with, might as well go with this one here, Sanderson, Hall, and Hickey. But again, I'm going to say Gendron and McKenzie. So try to get McKenzie a roll this time. 14-24. It's a 6-10. There's that stinking 10 again. Anyway, 6-10. That's D7. That's a shot for Plager. Plager here with a, what is that, a 5-4? No. So Cheevers here with a 6-5. Left defenseman Ted Green. Does he need to change? Maybe, but oh well. 14-48 here. It's going to be a 5-11 here for Ted Green. That's iced. Face off in Boston's end here, 3-3-2. And that's center. Mikita has it here, 15-12. Mikita here with a 1-9-3. And that is going to be a shot for Mikita. Mikita with a 1-7-2. To Cheevers we go. Cheevers here 4-6. And Cheevers has done it, I was going to say twice, but one huge save on Bobby Hull. One huge save on Stan Mikita. Cheevers will hold on to it there. Face off in Boston's end again. It's a 1-4 this time. And that is left defenseman this time for Mikita canceling actually. So Plager here 15-36 with a 1-6. And of course that's a penalty. I'm not going to give you two gifts. I got two guys who are trying to get hat tricks. So Plager, but of course he might... oh, it's going to be delayed, so I should have dropped that red. I did that again. Did it again. It's going to go to Ted Green here, 16 minutes, and Green here 4-4. And let's let him have a shot anyway without calculating. Gamble here, it's going to be a 5-10 for Gamble. Yep, so face off and start of... And that's the second actually for Plager. So I'm just going to go Smith and Picard. And exclude Pronovo. And or I guess McKenzie and Hall. And just for... now let's do this. Oh, okay. All right. Gendron actually goes Gendron on the point. Anyways, because he's got the pass bonus. It's going to be a 5-6 here in the face-off. That is left defenseman, power play. So Bobby Orr here, 16-24. That is a 5-7-4 for Orr. And that's going to be shot with a possible rebound in the power play. The red 2 bouncing back to Orr. And they clear. So to center, no vacant. So Orr here, 16-48. Oh, shoot. Yeah, 8 to the 18-minute mark, I think. I hope. It's going to be a 2-9-2 this time for Bobby Orr. And is he okay? Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, 1-0-1. Because Smith doesn't have the intimidation, so Orr's going to be fine by the skin of his teeth. Face off in Boston's end. I don't want to injure Bobby Orr. He's so injury prone. Anyway, it's going to be Orr actually getting it, saying, I've got this, I'm fine. I don't know, he looks a little shaky. It's going to be a 3-10-3 here for Orr. This time with a shot, Orr 3-6, not quite in range. Gamble 1-4, that's going to be frozen. So he just won't let it go. So it's going to be a 4-7 here. That is left wing. Busick, 17-36 finally. It's a 4-8-5 here for Busick. And D7. Shot. Got to remember, too, it's power play still technically. 1-12 for Gamble. That will go to Gendron here to the 18-minute mark. And Gendron here, 6-5, is... we'll give him a shot. Oh, a 1-4 for Gendron. Oh, I should double 3, 6, 12. No stars. Yeah, that would have been a shot anyway. So Gendron here in range. To Gamble, we go here, the 1-7. Gamble has made a huge save, but he's also given up a rebound back to Ted Hampson. And the clearing effort will save. Okay, so Gamble and the clearing effort combined some outstanding Boston offensive play. And... even though I guess Plager leaving the box, I'm going to give the puck to Gilles Marat here. 18 minutes, 2 minutes to go here in the game. So 18-24 here. That is a 2-9 for Marat. Because why not? Because Dallas Smith was just out there. And it's another penalty. Chicago just can't have nice things in this game. The few Blackhawks fans in attendance at the Garden are complaining about this one. I'm gonna waive it. Anyway, let's just throw Mikita, Hall, and Warren back out there and try to have some fun. And for Boston, we'll assume a timeout, and we'll let Hodge go on in Hickey's stead, and we'll try to get either Hall or Hodge a hat trick here. Chicago could pull. They're not going to score 4 goals in a minute 36. Anyway, it's going to be a 5-7 here in the face-off. So right defenseman here, Dale Rolfe. And at 18:48 here, it's going to be a 2-11. And if that's unfair, remember, I could have penalized them. H1, so that's going to go to left defenseman Bobby Orr, 19:12, last minute of play. It's going to be a 2-5 for Orr. And the D8. So Orr will shoot with a 2-6. Nope. So it's going to be Gamble here, 3-8. Gamble's going to hold on anyway. Face off here, 6-11. And that is right defenseman. Still the visitor, though. Angotti, whatever, 1936, Angotti here with a 3-6, giving him some time. And of course, it's a stupid penalty. Oh my goodness. You know what? This game's done. No. Let them try for a hat trick. Okay. So we got the face off here, 1-2. Right defenseman, Rolf anyway. So whatever, 1-7 here. I suppose he could cough it up. Shot with a possible rebound. Watch him score. 6, re-rolling. That's a 3, back to center. Clearing effort. Can't do it. So Makita maybe. Nope. 4-7. Is there a rebound? 3-7. Cheever. Oh my goodness, there is. Cheevers, that's probably about the sloppiest I've ever played, even for me. But Cheevers back to Hall. But you know what? The clearing effort, there's not going to be. It's going to go to Hodge, but he runs out of time to try to get the hat trick. So 2 from Hodge, 2 from Hall, and 1 from I can't remember who. And Pronovo was the only respondent for Chicago in this one. And a 5-1 dominant Boston. Boston getting back to what they do best, just playing one-sided hockey here. So this, even without Esposito, has been a classic Boston performance. And anytime, any consideration that you give to checking something like this out, well, it's never expected. It's always much appreciated. And I would just highly advise and recommend you to go get your own cards, play your own game, start your own project. And yes, I will. I've not forgotten. I'm trying to get back into the swing and the routine of just playing more tabletop games in the regular, so that I feel in a better position to comment on someone else's project that I announced that I would do a few weeks ago. I've definitely not forgotten about it. I just need to get into more of, again, the just kind of the roll and flip and play state to be, I don't know, psych myself out, I guess, before even doing it. Anyway, it is what it is. All right. Bye for now.